Prince William and Kate Middleton arrived in Boston for their first trip to the U.S. in nearly 10 years. And this was nice. This was nice. They met with Boston royalty, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Well, the Prince and Princess of Wales really are waking up in Boston this morning. The royal couple sat courtside last night to watch Celtics take on the Miami Heat. William and Kate were spotted clapping and cheering the players on throughout the game. It is their first trip abroad since the death of Queen Elizabeth. And tomorrow, William and Kate will hand out awards for their Earthshot Prize. While in the States, the White House says that they will also meet with President Biden. Want to get straight now, Max Foster is live for us in Boston on this side of the pond this morning. Max, controversy following the couple across the ocean. Good morning to you.
Yeah, it's really, Don, it's been one thing after another. They had this racism scandal back in the UK, just breaking as they landed. Then they went to their first ceremony and it was pouring with rain. And the other special guests, John Kerry and Caroline Kennedy, couldn't make it to that. Then they turn up to the game last night. I was there, but just after the booing that you heard there. But there was booing and there were chants of USA, USA. But by the time I arrived and was asking people about it, I think it had more to do with, you know, that Boston sense that they are the cradle of the American Revolution, the Boston Tea Party. It was a really spirited event. So I'm not sure that was personal, but it does seem to be one thing after another for this couple during this tour. But of course, everyone's hearing about it, lots of publicity around the event as well.
An honorary member of the Buckingham Palace has resigned and apologized after questioning whether a black British woman was really British at a royal charity event earlier this week. Buckingham Palace did not name the senior official, but released a statement saying the individual would like to apologize and is stepping aside. The British media has identified the woman as Lady Susan Hussey. She served as lady-in-waiting to Queen Elizabeth for more than 60 years and is Prince William's godmother. She's also the widow of a former chairman of the BBC's Board of Governors and was portrayed in the latest season of the Netflix show The Crown. It has also been reported that she was charged with helping Meghan Markle adjust to royal life, how to be a royal, basically. So this is just the latest incident involving the royals and race. During a trip to Jamaica, this was back in March, Prince William and Kate were accused of reinforcing colonial values. Their decision to hold a parade wrapped in royal linen, riding in the same Land Rover that the Queen used during a 1962 visit, was viewed as tone deaf. The Guardian published archived papers in June of 2021, which revealed that minority immigrants and foreigners were banned from holding certain positions at Buckingham Palace until at least the late 1960s. And Meghan and Harry cited racism as one of the top reasons why they decided to leave their role as royals. Remember what they told Oprah about what an unnamed member of the royal family had to say about their first child's skin tone. Watch.
So we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
There is a conversation. Hold up.
There are several conversations.
There's a
about
conversation with you,
with Harry,
about how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Ooh.
Well, joining me now is Trisha Goddard. She's a CNN contributor and the host of The Week with Trisha Goddard, and Emily Nash, a CNN royal commentator and a royal editor at Hello Magazine. Hello to both of you. She's covering the royal visit, by the way, Emily, from Boston. So I appreciate both of you joining us. Trisha, here we go again.
Yes.
Talking about this. Remember, we talked about it during the wedding. We talked about it during the Queen's funeral. This is some deep stuff. And so I'm wondering, what does this mean? Do you know the person who's involved in this?
Fulani, yes.
Ngozi Fulani.
Yes, she's done some amazing work. And I think, to me, this whole event was about women and domestic violence. So if somebody asks you where you're from, you tell them the organisation where you're from. But this was sustained questioning. And a lot of us have been through that. You know, people in the UK maybe 20, 30 years ago would say, where are you from? And I'd say, Surrey. No, where are you really from? I was born in Hackney. No, where are you really from? You know, and I thought, my God, hasn't this conversation ever stopped?
So you weren't surprised? at all?
No, I was shocked but not surprised.
And Ngozi Fulani is a credible figure.
Yeah, oh gosh, she is. She's done some amazing work for women in domestic violence situations in the Afro-Caribbean area. And remember, this is what this function was all about.
Yeah. Emily, talk to me about Lady Hussey, please. She is Prince William's grandmother. What's your take on this? Godmother. Are you surprised by this?
I am surprised, and it's really shocking in terms of the high-profile nature of the event for the Queen Consort. This was meant to be a huge moment for her. It's completely overshadowed that, and of course, it's also really overshadowing what's going on in Boston this week. So the timing of it is terrible, but moreover, it's just inexcusable. And I think it's very interesting that the palace have been very quick to act this time around. It's possibly a changing of the old guard. This might not have happened, I think, in the previous reign as quickly as it has done.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead, because Charles and the Queen Consort has said that they want to modernize the royal family.
Yeah,
they want it to be more diverse and also limit the kind of roles that Hussey had as a lady in waiting. Go on.
Absolutely, and I think with Harry and Meghan in the family as well, and what they've done, and also with the with William and Catherine, they are trying to move things forward. I think they recognise that earlier tour was tone deaf. They got very quick feedback. So this quick out of the gate response from Kensington Palace is actually something very new.